Hi all, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we are going to solve the question that I have faced in my one of data engineering interview. So they have asked me, they have given me one CSV data set. In that data set, they have given the value like ID, end date, start date, and location. So this is the input data set that they have provided me. This one. So this is the input data set. So they have provided me, and in that form it's a form of the CSV data set. And in that one, I have ID, end date, start date, and location is there. So they have asked me to write the PySpark code. First question, they have asked me to write the PySpark code to display the number of days between start date and end date. So we have this start date, and this one is the end date. So we need to count the number of days between start date and end date. And the second question, they have asked me to write the PySpark code to display the location column into two different columns like state and city. So this location column, this is given in a single in the CSV file, they have the values given in the single column like state and city, that is separated by there's with a dash. So what they have asked me to write the state and city into different columns. So we need to give a state column and city, and the values we are getting in the state like CA, CA, NY, NY, CA in the state column, and the city in the SF, SD, NY, NY, SD in city column. So there is a two question in that one. So in first part, I need to calculate the number of days between start date and end date, and second one is we have to display the state and city into two different columns. So for that one, they have asked me to write the input like this. Output like this one. So we have the ID, start date, end date, days between started and end date, then state and city column. So output like this we need to get. So we need to write the PySpark code to obtain this output. So for this one, for solving this, so I have already created the CSV file, that's data, and now so for solve that one, I'm going to directly write the PySpark code in the Databricks Community Edition. So from there, what I need to do, I'm going to upload that file, and from there, I'm going to load the data into the data frame, and then I can start to write my logic to get the desired output. So what I'm going to do, just I'm going to open the Databricks Community Edition. So from there, I have already opened here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to upload first of all the CSV dataset that I have created. So just click on the catalog, click on that DBFS, sorry, not DBFS, create table. So I'm going to just upload the file. I'm not going to create the table here. I'm just going to upload the file, and I will take that path to create the data frame. So I have created this input CSV data set. So I'm just going to upload this one, and just I'm going to take the path of this file. And after that, what I'm going to, because I'm not going to create the table from here, I will just use this path to create the to create the data frame using this file path. So simply I'm going to open a new notebook here. So click on new, then we have the notebook option. So just click on create notebook. So from here, just I have created the notebook. Just give any name like what the question. Uh, Find number of days and city and state. Just give any name that you like. Just I'm giving the name of this file. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first of all create the data frame using that file. So just I have the input data, so I can give the name input df equal to spark dot read dot format. So what the format we have the data is CSV format, CSV. So spark dot read CSV dot, what I can give the option like, because we have infer the schema there. So because we have, sorry, first column as a header, so here also first I'm going to give the, sorry, first option is header is true. Second one, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to infer the schema because I'm not going to define our own schema. So just I'm going to infer the schema here. So dot option infer schema again is true. So just for the bit understanding what I'm going to do, just I'm using the new line here. So just giving this one. So dot option, then I'm going to use the load this file where I have dot load, and just I have copied the path of the file. I'm giving here this path of the file. So what we have already, so what I'm just going to execute this code and it will create a data frame. So just I'm executing this code. I think I have already, okay, attached, the cluster is attached with this. So the data frame is created. So just we need, I'm going to check what inside the data frame. So input df dot show. So what inside the data frame that we have created? So same that we have created this ID, end date, start date, and the location is there. So on this, so this is the data frame that we have already original, the data set that they have given, and we have created a data frame based on that given data set that we have. So what I'm going to do after this, I'm just going to, because we have to, what is the first question that we have? We need to write, get the number of days here. This is the number of days, what between the start date and end date. So I'm just going to write the logic for this one. So what I'm going to do, so we have already created the input df. So input df equal to, inside this one, input df. So I'm using the with column to add an extra column, that is number of days. So df dot with column, because we have the start date and end date is there. So first of all, what I'm going to do, because before getting this one, so we need to get the start date and end date, and from there we have to, because we need to get the like number of days we are going to calculate there. So we need to get the date difference. So first I'm going to collect the date from the given start date and end date. So for this one, what I'm going to do, input df dot with column. So we have the start date column name, just I'm giving for which column. So we need, because we have the timestamp given there, so we need to get the only the start date is there, start date. from the column. What is the column name here? Start date. So we have get this one, and from this one we need to, because the value is given as a timestamp, so we need to cast as a timestamp dot cast timestamp. So after that, what I'm going to do, so this one we have done for the start date, for the same for the end date, because already we have dot with column. Same for the end date, we have to get the end date from which column this end date, because we have get this end date, and then we need to use the dot past as a timestamp. So for using this one, what we have done, so we have get the start date and end date. So I'm going to run this one. Maybe it will not run because we need to import the some values for this one, because the column, and yes, the column is we have didn't import this one. So what we are going to do, we need to import these first, then we can run that on. So import, sorry, what, from PySpark, from PySpark.sql dot function. So what we are going to import, the call function. Call. So I'm going to just run this one first. After running this one, I'm going to run this. So now it's created the data frame with the start date and end date. So I'm just going to check the what inside is this data frame, input df dot show. So what we have get the start date, end date. So what I'm going to do, so after that we have the start date and end date is there. So we need to get the date difference, because we have to calculate the date difference to count the number of days here. So what I'm going to do, so now I'm going to add a new column, the number of days, and we are going to use the date difference function to get the difference between these two dates. So we have this input df already. Input df equal to input df dot with column. So I'm going to give the column name as number of what, just days between. What number of days, simple number of days I'm going to give. So number of days. So what we have number of days. So I'm just going to use the date difference function to calculate the date. Sorry. Uh, yes, we can use that directly. Date, diff, and we have to end date, and we have to calculate the how. So first we need to take the end date, and then we have to take the start date, because we have two number of days. So end date and then the start date. So date difference, end date. Oh, sorry, this one I need to use column of here, column, end date, and then second one, what I'm going to use column here, start date. So we have taken the start date and end date. Now what? So sorry, one bracket is, then it will closed. So we have calculated the difference between. So just I'm using the date difference function here. So if I'm running, so it will not run because we need to import the date difference also. So just I'm running this one. So it will say the date diff is not defined. So what we need to import here, we have written the import statement. Just upper. So I'm going to just import the date difference also. So what I'm going to do first, run this one. Then what is the where I have written the code. So this one, the last that failed. So I'm going to just run this one. So now name start date is not defined. We have given some, sorry, in this double quote we need to give. Now we have given the, now we have calculated the date difference from start date and end date. So we have given the number of days. So I'm going to just check this input df dot show. So what this data frame will return. So it will return like number of days. The date difference we have used this. So what if I'm checking the manually? So what we have, the end date is 2015 10/4 and exactly 9 14 9 2015 14 10 2015. So exactly we have the 1 month like 30-day difference. And same we have, if you're going to calculate this one also. So we have this 15 10 2015 and 14 8 2015. So we have 62 days are there. So like we have get the date number of days between start date and end date by using the date difference function. So what now we have our second question. So we need to get this location that we have in the same column. So we need to get the different column for this one also. So for one column for the state and second column was the city. So to solve this one, what I'm going to use here. So we are going to use, because we have to split this one. So before splitting that, what we are going to use, because we have to location is there. So we need to split because on the basis of, so we have already the input data frame, input df equal to input df dot with column. So what we can take the name here, because we have to what we are going to do in the location. Why in the location we have to take a state and city. So I'm going to do. So I'm going to first column name as a state, and the state on which basis we are going to split this one on location column, split split this location that we have the column. So we have on which basis we need to split this one? On the basis of the dash that we have given inside that column. The values are separated by the dash. So simply not underscore. So what? Sorry, is dash. Correct. So this is the dash sign for that one. So we have to split basis on this one. And after splitting, we have two values, no, like this is zero index and one index. So for state, what I'm going to use, we need to take the zero index value there. So after splitting, it will zeroth index and one index. So we are taking the first index, zero index value for the state. So this is for we have taken the value for the state. And in the same code, we have to again use the with column dot with column. We have to take the column name as city. And we need to again use the split for here. Again, for that we are taking from this column split on the basis of column location. And what basis that we are splitting the value. So we are splitting based on the this dash. So we have and after splitting we need to take the second first, because if we're considering zero as a first index, so we need to second index value, that is the zero of this index first, like we have the zero and then one, we need to take the. So just we need to take this one as a what happened here, we need to take the sorry first index value we need to take here. So again I'm going to run this one, because again we are getting the some error for the split, because we need to import that one also. Just first I'm going to run this one. So let's see what that error that we have for the split. So what time we need to import the split also. So I'm just directly importing the split and run this line of code only. And then after that directly I'm going to run this code. So what happened? A split is not defined. We put df. Spelling is correct. What happened again? Just we have run this one split. Now if I'm going to run this one again, split. Oh, split. On which basis that we are getting the error? The split is not defined. So we have already imported the split also. Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute, one mistake. We need to take the small. Sorry, I have taken this capital S. So now it's run successfully executed the code. If I'm going to check the data frame input df, so just we have taken the split of that capital S, but we need to take as a small, because That's why we're getting that error. So split input df dot show. So I'm just going to run this one. So here I have get the desired output that we have asked here. So look, so here we have get the ID and date, start date, location, this number of days, state and city. So we have to just, because in the final what they have asked here, so they have asked me to only the ID, start date, end date, and days, number of days, state and city, because we need to have already split that one location. So we doesn't want to the location in our final output. So just what I need to do, if I'm going to use the new df like input df, maybe we can give here new name final df equal to input df dot select. So what I'm going to select only the column that we need. First column that we need ID. Second column what we need start date. Second column we need as a end date. And the third column what we need, sorry, fourth column what we need the number of days. So in the double quote, number of days. And fifth column we need state. And the sixth column we need city. So now I'm going to just execute this line of code. So it will execute it successfully. If I'm going to check this final df dot show, so now we have get the desired output, that is only with this column. We have just left the location column because already for that one we have splitted these two columns, state and city. So these are the expected output for this question that they have asked here. So this is the expected output that we need to give here. So this is the solution of this question. So in this video, that's for this question only. In next video, I will post some new question that I will be facing in the interview. If you like to way to solve the question, so please like this video and subscribe my channel, and I will post more videos regarding the interview question for the data engineering, for the Databricks, or maybe the Python, Spark, PySpark, and the SQL also. So please like and subscribe the channel and my video. Thanks for all.